Hey Aquas, this is a new moon reading for you for the Pisces new moon. Actually, I think we will we'll just leave this up, maybe use this as a clarifier deck, but I want to use the Deviant Moon Tarot for your reading. Yeah. And of course, fittingly, I've got it already on the Hangman Pisces energy. And yeah, this is your reading for the Pisces new moon. Aquarians, I wanted to do a reading for you, an extra reading for you in February 2020 as a happy birthday. Of course, your season blew by. Our season, kind of in a way. I am an aqua moon, but I know that's different. Yeah, that season blew past, but this is your extra reading now. Now that we're in Pisces season, we'll do a Pisces new moon reading for you. And don't feel bad. Capricorns are still waiting on their extra reading that they never got from their birthday month, their birthday season. So I'm going to do, I think, a Pisces new moon reading for them as well. I love to do them for all of the signs, but it just is not always possible. So this is, as I said, the Deviant New Moon Tarot that we are using, Aquarians. And the clarifier deck that I've left here is the Game of Thrones Tarot. So if you're interested in any of the decks we're using, just scroll down to the description box down below, as always, to check out more information. You can find more information about the channel, myself, personal readings, donating to the channel, etc., etc. Thank you so much for your donations, sincerely, truly. As always, and just for checking the video out, just for being here, it's truly appreciated. Two twos in the World card on the bottom of the deck to get us started. Perfect, Aquarians. So an ace, two twos, and the World card to get us started on the table so far. That's beautiful, Aquarians. I want to say I would expect nothing less for you, for us, from you, Aquarians, your readings. So let's see what else comes through here for Aquas. Another ace, okay. Two aces now on the table then. And two twos for your Pisces new moon reading, Aquarians. Sorry if the sound was wonky and weird on the first 2-3 minutes of the video. I do believe I definitely may have had a projector playing in the background and just completely forgot about it when I started to record. So, oops, I'm sorry. I hope I don't have to scrap that because of that. Yeah, it's just going to be a 6-card reading is what we're going to do here. But then the, the clarifiers as well. Five of Fire, Wheel of Fortune is reversed, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck. A third 2. 2, 2, 2 coming through as an indication of an additional message perhaps for some of you, or just something, a number that is particularly significant for you around this time, Aquarians. Interesting. We see you currently have a lot on your plate. You're juggling many different commitments and so choices, and there is an important choice that you have to make. That is what this reading is about, Aquarians. It will not always be your choice to make. Other people's free wills, circumstances that are outside of anyone's control in general could end up making this decision for you if you wait too long. As you juggle choices, roads, again, commitments, the many different events, activities that you have on your plate, someone tries to pursue you. Someone coming in quick, coming in hot, unapologetically. They feel they are a good match. It seems that they actually may be a good fit, at least in certain ways. That might be what this decision is about. Right? Are you going to pursue this or not? Or perhaps there are multiple suitors to choose between. And this is just one of them. The one who really does fit with you, who is pursuing at a very fast rate and pace, right? Yeah, that may just be one of them, but all the same, they do fit, and you just don't feel like it's the right time. I mean, I think that it hasn't been the right time. And so some of you are carrying that energy into the present. This is a secure opportunity, Aquarians. It can be very secure if you water this seed now. But there's been some ego drama in the root of this situation. I don't know if it's with this person who's pursuing you, perhaps, or that you've known with others, some conflict that you've known within your family or within your familial connections to people who feel like as close to you as family. And so in the recent past, it just has not been time to take on a partner. Now, this is not necessarily a romantic partnership. You know, I say someone's pursuing you, and I'm pointing to this card when I say that. So it for a lot of you Aquarians, could be romantic, sure, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be in business. We do see the Ace of Pentacles twice on the table. Pentacles, not cups, not fire, right? Not water, not fire, not air, but earth. Pentacles, coins, pentacles. So absolutely, for a lot of you, excuse me, this could be a decision as for concerning a business partner, co-worker, boss, work situation. But the same applies. It just hasn't been time to respond to this pursuit, this type of pursuit, perhaps, even in the recent past. And it is related to some type of impasse, warring beliefs, feuds, fights, ego drama, petty ego drama with, as I said, again, either just others in your past that have made you weary of this type of connection, this type of partnership, or perhaps this person specifically who seems to fit you and need you and want you and pursue you. When your ego is quiet, it sees how secure this opportunity is. I think this person seems to need you a little too much for your liking in your eyes. And at the same time, the message is saying that when your ego is quiet, You know this is a secure opportunity offered to you from the divine. But it is just that, an opportunity. You don't have to water this seed. And it's interesting that, you know, when your ego is quiet, you know that, but it's ego drama in the root of the situation that I think holds you back. And, you know, Aquarians, this Two of Swords, this card that says you need to choose, you need to make a decision, this is an Aquarian energy in general. This is a state of being that we sort of sit in eternally. We can always see both sides of the argument of the situation. We can always see why, you know, there's some part of us or some reasoning that says we should have chosen the other path, the other maybe person or what have you, whatever the other choice, whatever it may have been. And so you are just like to do that. You are want to do that. That is just something that you're inclined to do with any fork in the road, with any decision, with any consideration. We just overthink. We just, and I don't actually even mean to say that it's overthinking, but we just think it all the way through, and then we think it all the way through again from every other angle we can possibly entertain before we fall asleep or have to do something else, or, you know, or burn out in whatever way, right? We just do. And so, you know, especially with something like choosing some type of an intimate partner, be it business or romantic, we are definitely likely to take that to an overthinking type of place, you know, and be left at a state of indecision when really the decision may be plain enough. But we're going to think about every single little teeny tiny aspect of it because it feels so major. It does look like it involves some sort of a commitment, some sort of a journey taken with another energy here, some sort of a willingness and ability to trust, even though, you know, these types of, not necessarily collaborations, but these types of interactions haven't always gone as you hoped or thought they would in the past. Definitely needing to trust in divine timing, that though it hasn't been time, it is now. This partnership, though, offers you great wealth, leads you to this state of being, the Queen of Pentacles. Very quickly, let us pull a clarifier or two. You caught somebody's attention without meaning to here. You were juggling the many different commitments you had on your plate, trying to distract one or two energies from the fact that you were truly spread too thin. You didn't want anyone to take anything away from you as far as what you were committed to. So you had to keep up this act and this display that you could handle it all. And so you did. You had to try to distract from the fact that you were truly spread too thin. And somehow in this crazy, wild dance, I think you got all your jobs done. But, yeah, you ended up attracting attention that you didn't mean to from someone. From at least one someone. Someone who really wants to offer you something. And or it may have, for some of you, been someone that you were trying to offer something to, and they sort of saw through that juggling dance you were trying to do and saw some part of you. This opportunity for a new beginning with someone, with a partner, in a partnership, okay? Maybe it's not with another person external to you, but in a partnership that is tangible, that is real, that is right in front of you. It is one that allows you to express authentically, to find true happiness, to realize your own greatness. It is a specific achievement for you and or leads to one. But again, it is only the beginning. It is a commitment, and it is only the beginning. Yeah, and as I suspected, the ego drama in your past here has you stuck, caught, stifled, imprisoned by your own limiting beliefs and thoughts. You just feel like to get entangled at this level in this way inevitably leads to these types of impasses, this type of warring drama, feud energy. You can't live with a family member, or live with a significant other, or work with a significant other. You can't, you know, fill in the blank, whatever it is here. You can't get this intimate with someone at all, share your business with someone else at all. You know, it's got to be a one woman or one man show. Yeah, if you try to share yourself or the weight of something, it's going to be a feud. It's going to be a war or a feud. That's just the belief that you've got here. So that's your fourth 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now that we've got some clarifiers out, the 2 of fire joins the 2 of air, the 2 of pentacles, and the 2 of water. So all 4 elements now. I see. So I said here in the past, it just wasn't time. It just wasn't time. If I'm more honest with you, it seems now that the reading's revealing that the reason that it wasn't time was simply because you chose it not to be. There was an opportunity. You see the dragon here. You were feeling like you had chosen the direction you were moving in. You were confident and full of potential, and you were utilizing your own free will in moving forward. But this dragon in the distance simply passed you by, and you see our opportunities now are represented by dragons here. Your earthly opportunity coming in. When your ego is quiet, you know that's what this partnership represents, and then the happiness that comes thereafter, the authenticity, the clarity. That is represented by a dragon too. So that's what, this was an opportunity for the same, but you let it just pass by, and you chose that. You were in a state of utilizing your free will, and you chose to let that pass you by. So it was less that it wasn't time, and it was more that you stopped. Was it a partnership? Was it also a choice of engaging in a partnership, and you simply... That does make sense with the personality that I'm seeing emerge here, because if you have this much on your plate, and instead of delegating to someone else and asking for help, you would prefer to offer excuses and even begin to be not necessarily outright dishonest, but lean in that direction by trying to distract people from the fact that you're clearly spread too thin, rather than give up any commitment or as I said, again, delegate it to someone else. That personality seems to be completely in line with someone here who would refuse to engage in some type of intimate partnership, be it business or romantic or for a living situation or otherwise, in order to help their own selves, because they want to take out on everything themselves and prove that they can do it. And really, your greatness is realized. Clarity is found in accepting this earthly opportunity of security that you can receive through this partnership. And if you can see the cup that he's offering her, she's offering him one that's exactly the same. It's not like what you're receiving, you're not giving back. It's an energetic exchange. You're giving to this partner as much as you are receiving. It's not one-sided. It's not just charity. That's something else the Six of Earth might be representing here, is that the reason you felt you had to juggle everything yourself, is because you were afraid that to try to delegate something out, to try to ask someone to take on some of your responsibility, what you felt had to be all your responsibility, was in some way asking for charity from them. We see a Taurian energy here now on the bottom of the clarifier deck. Might be something that's being highlighted in your own chart at this time, Aquarian. Some of you make sense with your ruling planet Uranus being in Taurus still, of course, and will be there for years. We've got the Queen of Earth clarified with the 10 of Fire. In reverse, though. So we see potentially someone who, yes, is very wealthy, very noble, but also is potentially a mother or a teacher, or just symbolic of those things, in that they're someone who takes care of others constantly and so needs a break. Yes. Yeah, I think this is definitely this tendency toward nurturing others rather than tending to one's own physical needs, which is sort of like this last final step in a spiritual journey needed to truly master one's physical realm. It means being in tune and aware of one's own physical needs and providing those first and foremost, lest they become, too tired, too exhausted, and unable to carry on. And so then, of course, completely incapable of caring for others, as these children are here. That's exactly what this nurturing energy is teaching them, the type of thing that they're being taught, the type of lesson that they're not expected really to know at this level, right? And why they wouldn't be caring for others the way she's caring for them. But to truly master her physical realm, she has to come, this energy, not necessarily a female, but right, this energy needs to, and it is a feminine one, needs to come full circle to remembering that she has to balance that out constantly all the time. Keep that in mind. Stay mindful of that. Continue to nourish her physical state and body and needs constantly, because she's a physical creature, regardless of what level of understanding she comes to in knowing how to care for others and tend to other things. none of that is the same as always making the choice to care for herself first and foremost, so that she can bring her best energy to each person or task that she hopes to, you know, help with, right? It's like that's that last step in a spiritual journey for someone in order to master their physical realm, is to realize they've really got to take care of their physical needs first and foremost. And there is no way around it. There is no excuse or, you know, way of leveling up beyond that. No, we are these physical creatures here. We have to do that first. Perhaps that's where a lot of this resistance came from for some of you. Why you let an opportunity for health and wealth simply pass you by is because you thought you sensed, believed on some level, even if it was unconscious, that you had some physical needs of your own that were perhaps being, you know, put on the back burner as you pursued something. But I do think in general, especially with the Sun card here, that this Queen of Pentacles is representing first and foremost the wealth, the health, the wealth, the opportunity, the happiness, ability to express authentically that is afforded you, Aquas, if you're able to embrace this partnership in spite of your own beliefs that it will be unnecessarily dramatic. It's time to grasp this opportunity that's been missed before. It's time to allow someone in. Two. It's time for a partner. Here's the Sun card again. Here's another 5. Here's another Ace. Someone has hurt you to the extent that you believe it was intentional in the past. Perhaps it was, and it does not mean that everyone will be that way, and that is so much easier said than accepted, right? The Sun card reaffirming again that making this choice can lead to your true happiness, but also creating this shadow too, because it's reminding you that that choice is not always going to be yours. Again, as we said at the very beginning, other people's free will, circumstances outside of anyone's control can absolutely leaving you wishing that you had made that choice when you had the chance. It's a new emotional beginning, an emotional opportunity, an opportunity for true happiness, to realize your own greatness and really achieve something that fulfills a potential. There is a support system here or out there for you, Aquas. This partnership can lead to it or be part of it. But you have to make a choice to make a commitment. Is it a fire sign? This potential partner, Aries, Sag, Leo. A lot of Leo energy here now. The 2 Sun cards and the Strength card. But also just this Queen of Fire. Makes sense for Aquas, right? But this is about a choice to make a commitment. And it's one that's worthwhile and can truly prove to pay off in terms of health, wealth, happiness, etc. You've heard it all in the future. But it's absolutely up to you. It's absolutely your choice to be made. It's understandable why you've formed these beliefs. Why this drama hurt so deeply and the betrayal felt sadistic and intentional. It's clear that it did, even if the details and specifics are different for different Aquas. But it's clear that for some of you it felt that someone took advantage of having an intimate relationship with you, or hurt you in a way that you were left thinking that that's what happened, you know, which can leave the same scar. It's understandable. But there may not be many more opportunities just like this, right? If you especially if you have let one pass you by already, and this is another one, judging from the deck of cards, from the art that I'm referencing in these cards, that these cards are referencing, that the reading then is, I would say you might have one more like this, and I wouldn't bet on it. Right? Now, that doesn't mean you don't have glorious opportunities that are meant for you coming your way. Sure, of course you do. But ones like this, in this arena of, you know, work perhaps, or this type of connection, this, you know, this type of soul bond, or to have an opportunity with this particular person for some of you, however it shakes out. But that being said, we've let the reading get over 30 minutes now, so I will leave it at that, Aquarians. Happy birthday, even though we are past your season now, since I didn't get your happy birthday reading out to you in Aquarius season. I truly hope that you celebrated the way that you wanted to, took advantage of it, and are now making the most of Pisces season, and that you accept this heartfelt belated birthday gift. So with that, Aquarians, I love you, and I truly hope that some needed insight was able to reach you here regarding really the time surrounding and following the new moon in Pisces, February 2020. I hope that some clarity has found you here. And thank you so much, as always, for all of your support to the channel. Again, I love you, and I truly look forward to doing another reading for us just as soon as I can, Aquarians.